We're here for the live and free on the Ohio Report. Welcome to the Colt Corral, and beautiful evening for some soccer tonight, Greg.
Yeah, we got a nice and cool evening. We've seen over the last couple evenings, last week or so here. Started to cool down. Humidity
Yeah.
is down, so perfect weather for some soccer.
Senior night tonight for the Clear Fork Colts. 8 seniors walking across the field with their moms and getting some roses, taking on a state-ranked team. Do we know anything about the team from where are they from here? Highland. What do we know about them?
Yeah, so I think when looking at it, obviously they've earned that right of being ranked seventh in the state in Division Three, while Clear Fork comes in undefeated in Division Two. So I think
Yeah.
sometimes individuals may think Division Three you're going to have a little lower quality of play and personnel and depth. And just based on looking at it, Highland with only giving up 3 goals through their first 6 games here. That's a pretty impressive. So I'm curious to
Yeah.
see what goalkeeper has in store here.
Kind of a contrast in styles we'll see here tonight. I know, like the Colts through their games are averaging a little over 5.5 goals a game, and you look down in Berlin or Highland, and they've only given up 3 goals. So who cracks first here is going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, I think we're going to see early on here. You have senior night. Got everything going on, emotions. Mom just got done crying, and
Yeah.
we're going to see how you get settled in here relatively quickly. So
You played a lot of high school soccer, Greg. What's going through these seniors' mind tonight, especially on senior night?
I think that the big key here is you don't want to lose. That's always the key. Is anytime you have a senior night, you
Yeah.
want to be able to go and you usually have a bigger crowd and you want to come out with a win. Usually it's a little different this year. Normally it's the
Sure.
last game of the year and that's kind of your last home game, but they've had to kind of tuck that in here in the middle of the season, not knowing what's next. But we want to go through here real quickly, starting lineups for each side.
Yep.
All right, for Highland here, we have number 1, Zach Mullet. They're starting in the midfield. Number 5, Casey Lowe. Number 7, Kalen Howell, junior. Number 9, Colin Howell, senior in the midfield. Number 10, Trevor Hostetler at the defensive end. Number 12, Jordan Miller, senior defender. 14, Micah Coons. Number 11, or as a junior defensive end. Number 17, Caleb Beachy, senior midfielder. 18, Keith Troyer, senior defender. Number 21, J.J. Miller, senior forward. And then between the pipes, we have Wyatt Freeman, junior goalkeeper. So as I stated, he'd be one that I have my eye on, only giving up half a goal a game.
Yeah. So far, we've been to both ends of the field here. It looks kind of settling into the attacking third for Highland right now. Number 21 looks like he's got some speed out there on that left side. So maybe have a shot on goal here from 17.
As I say, we have number 17 there in the center, Caleb Beachy, senior. Holy smokes. Got to be probably 6'2", 6'3".
Big kid.
He is a big
Here we go. Clear
individual.
Fork on the attack now. About midfield turnover there. A little careless with the ball right now. Played back by Highland. Thought they were gonna use their keeper there, but they kind of turn around, and that's an unnecessary turnover there.
So looks like Clear Fork here starting out with, looks like have 4 in the back, 1 up top, 5 in the midfield, kind of running more of a diamond formation there in the center, looking to possess the ball, getting it up top potentially, and then going to be looking to get it out wide. Use some speed here. Number 8 on the attack.
Kind of interesting to see these guys go man on man here down in the corner a little bit. Get to work on some of those foot skills they've been practicing all year, right?
Yeah.
Oh, right there it is, right in front of the net. If he could just settle that and put it on target, that's a good shot on goal.
Oh, get it out wide, get it out
wide.
wide.
Here we go. Was he offsides there, Greg?
Nope. No, he was waiting a little bit on that ball out wide, but
got him
was
on.
able to stay on side.
Well, if you could have got that through, he'd have been in like Flynn right there. Both teams look like they want to play wide and then bring it back to the middle right in front of the goal.
Clear Fork kind of picking on the right back for Highland out wide here, going down the left side a couple times here to start with.
Sure. Got our first subs coming in the game now. Number 9, Alex Kistler, and number 13, Jacob McLaughlin are coming in the game. You think that's more senior night, letting our seniors get a start that maybe don't normally start the game?
Yeah, I think giving them a little bit of nod, knowing that this is a big game and how important the start's going to be here, making sure they were able to get some pressure and maybe get a goal in here early on.
Sure. Tip of the hat to the Clear Fork coaches for making that special for those seniors tonight. Good for them. Number 7. Ooh, number 7 looks like he's got some wheels. We may see a cross by. Okay, nice cross. Oh, behind the net.
A little wide.
Yeah, you got to get those hips around a little more. If he gets those hips around and plays it back to the 6, I think it's a lot more of a quality play there for what is Kalen Howell? Is that his name there?
Yeah.
You don't see this too often. I noticed, down here on the goal kick, the keeper did not take the goal kick. They actually had one of their defenders come back and take that. What would be the reason there?
A little bigger of a foot, I'm guessing, as the defender. I know sometimes coaches will even say, hey, don't want a keeper kind of stepping outside of the box there just in case of a miss hit, and
Gotcha.
You could have a first time from there. So kind of like we were talking, we were a little curious. All right, only giving up 3 goals on the year. Was Highland going to kind of sit in and more of a defend and focus on the counter? Looks like they're running more of a 4-4-2, so more of a traditional formation here.
Sure. Got our first corner kick coming up here, so this will be fun. Let's see if we can drop one in front of the goal here. Interesting to see. The boys always play this tough. It's a fight in the box. Nice kick. We get a head on that. And nice job, keeper. What do we get?
Quite an it.
Got a whistle here. Do you call foul? Offsides?
Looking like potentially offsides.
Offsides on the. Wow, you don't see that too often on a corner kick, right?
No.
Oh, yeah, he's right in front of the keeper here.
Okay, yeah, he snuck in. That's a pretty good job for defenders for Highland there. As soon as that ball was played in, making sure they're pressing and getting up.
I don't mind that. Alex Kistler, he's there. He's hungry. He wants to make something happen for his team. Yep. You know what? I don't mind that. I like the idea. You got a junior that's wanting to play some soccer. Micah Coons has got some wheels. That kid can flat out run.
What a toss.
Oh, no. Almost an own goal. Yeah, there we go. Goal by Clear Fork. Here we go. Number 8, Luke Labaki coming through.
Number 5 with the toss in, Seth Stoner.
Early in the first half, Luke Labaki is going to take one to the house.
Let's take a replay here.
Let's do that.
Seth Stoner, what a throw. Toss it all the way into the 6. Defender for Highland trying to save it.
So do you think that was he trying to head that ball over the goal there, or?
Yeah, I'm guessing he just kind of got caught to where I wasn't sure where he was at, hoping that he was able to clear it up over and a good save by his keeper, but
man, looked like he shocked his keeper there a little bit by playing it back that way. Good
so
stuff.
now we'll see if Highland's able to settle in a little bit, not giving up many goals on the year. They're potentially not in this position yet this year in which they are down in a game, so we're going to see how they get settled in and get some offensive pressure here.
I'll tell you, just watching the 15 seconds from the time the goal was scored to right now, that just was like an energy boost to the Clear Fork team, that goal was. They are running all over the field right now.
See if they're like shark in the water. They smell
Sharks
blood.
In the water. There you go.
Going to try to get another. Usually you see here in the game of soccer, if you're able to that first 5 minutes after a goal, both ends, whether it's defending or more of an attack, can they get another? Good 50-50 challenge there.
There we go. I'll tell you, number 5 for Clear Fork, Seth Stoner, I know he leads the team in goals. He is a grown man. That is a big kid out there playing soccer right now. And you can tell he's worked on it a little bit. He's got a nice skill set, nice foot skills. We got a throw in now for Highland. This is how Clear Fork put theirs in, all the way down on the attacking third. Threw it in right into the goal box. But Clear Fork, unlike Highland, Clear Fork's a little better at defending that. Knocked the ball out of bounds. So we're going to have a throw in for Highland now. again in the attacking third. These are dangerous, especially for boys that can put the ball all the way across the field inside the 6 almost.
Got number 5, Casey Lowe here. He's got quite the toss as well.
Scrum in the middle. Oh, my
wow.
word. Really, that could have gone in. That was kind of sloppy play by Clear Fork. They got to clear that ball out a lot quicker. I think they gave up a corner kick here. We got to get on that. The keeper kind of lost track of the ball a little bit. It could be 1-1 right now. We'll chalk that one up to just a little bit lucky, but that's how soccer goes, right?
Yeah. Making the most of your opportunities. Let's see what kind of corner Highland has here. They're going to get a second.
Yeah, they're going to go for 2 here. Maybe I'd like to see him put a little bit more height into that, kind of drop that down. And the Clear Fork keeper's playing back behind a little bit, so there's definitely some space there in front of the box.
Backside.
Oh, my word.
Wow.
17. Who's
number 17?
That was an absolute.
Caleb Beachy, as I said, 6'2", 6'3", getting up in the air there. What a much better ball played on that second corner kick.
And
gets in there, gets a little help for Clear Fork, the crossbar, acting as an extra defender there.
Absolutely. Better lucky right now. And Clear Fork got lucky a couple of times there. He flat out put a head on that ball that should be in the goal right now.
Yes.
But there you go. It's still 1-0 Colts.
See if Clear Fork makes some adjustments on their next corner there. Finding number 17, making sure he's marked.
Does it look like they're pushing up? I mean, are they playing an offside trap, or are they just playing a high line here?
Yeah, that's where I would kind of say it looks like they kind of tuck back in, wait until then they get the ball up into that offensive third. Another big toss. They're able to see what happens. I'm impressed, though, with Clear Fork. They're very organized in regards to that kind of stack in the up top, waiting to try and get it up to the one forward. 13 leaking out there, but very organized in the center there.
A lot of talk going on in the field, almost like you have 3 or 4 coaches back there talking to each other, you know. One big unit. They all move together well on defense.
Here in Clear Fork, make sure that they're getting a little caught in that, boot ball from one end to the other, working to play it at feet, move the ball around, play a little possession, see what happens from there.
So I noticed this is kind of a weird thing, but Highland has short sleeves on, Clear Fork has long sleeves. And a night like this where it's kind of cool, but you're heating up, does that come into play at all? I mean, is there one or the other that you'd rather have on? Like I noticed some of those guys are lifting their shirt up, trying to cool off a little bit.
Yeah, I would say, kind of to each their own in regards to that. A lot of them, whatever they want to start in their game, even though it may be a little bit warmer, it's going to cool off as the game goes on. They would prefer just to go ahead and have the long sleeves on now. But again, some games you'll even see to where individuals may have a short sleeve and others may have a long sleeve if they have the capability in their kits.
Stoner with the ball makes a nice little. That's smart. Good ball, and it's a turnover here down deep. Oh, collision there by Stoner. And Highland's going to control that ball, but you can tell Highland's strategy from the beginning is they want to cross this ball from side to side. They're not trying to move completely up the field as they are diagonal back and forth across the field. So it looks like that's a little bit of the strategy, how they're going to attack the Colts this evening. Stoner throws the ball a mile. That guy.
I'd be curious to see if he's on the shot and discus track and field team.
We might have some coaches watching tonight that could pick him up for that. Yes. He threw the ball from the touch line like a corner kick. It looked like a corner kick.
That's exactly how you have to treat it if you're Clear Fork. And from a defensive perspective, Highland has to make sure that they're staying tucked in and marking up right from the get-go. Clearance out here.
Ball. Well, he played that really casual, and I'm telling you, Alex Kistler looked at that ball like, let's try that one more time. I think if he would have put a little more pressure, he maybe could have got something going there.
Got
a sub by Clear Fork. Yeah, Connor Hogger's coming into the game. So Connor's a freshman, so I think this will be the first time we've seen Connor in the game. Here we go. Oh,
Oh, unlucky. Almost made it through
Tell you
there.
what, they keep playing that ball, and it's there. He's got that back line built or beat. If they keep playing that, just going to be some trouble coming.
Clear Fork just trying to string some passes together here. Just one unlucky touch away from being able to connect a couple passes here.
Did you guys have any? I know you guys have played games here before, Greg. Did you guys have any trouble with the lines, like knowing the difference between a football line and a soccer line, and like thinking it's out of bounds but it's not, things like that?
Yeah, I think it's tough, especially here. You'll get some fields that you'll see in which that might be a little bit of a brighter yellow potentially to stand out. Here with the gray, I know trying to keep it looking a little more sleek like they are. That can be a challenge for some, and knowing that they have an extra 5-10 yards.
Sure.
Luckily here, we've played on fields in which you have lacrosse lines. Different things along there, which makes it even more challenging. So
a nice little chip there from Highland. We're gonna have a goal kick coming up from Clear Fork. See if they can. Again, they've got that backfield taking those goal kicks. See if the freshman takes off. You can tell he's probably used to being the fastest kid on the field. Do you think?
The bandana, he's got to make sure that just gives you a sign if
That's
he's.
Right.
Oh.
He's a grown man. That Stoner kid is a big, tough kid. That.
For 21 out wide, we got J.J. Miller.
J.J. Miller runs track, you think?
I would guess so. And I was kind of curious. They were kind of leaving him out wide, not really asking him to come get involved. And I think now we see why. They're just looking to be able to get that diagonal ball across and hoping that he can get behind the defender.
There we go. We had a shot on goal by
Hiland.
Zach Mullet. Zach's got to get his knee up a little bit more and drive that ball. Would have been about a 25-yard field goal?
Yeah, that does not count as 3, though.
It's not 3 points. We'll take that. Here we go. They're on the attack again. And saying, oh, boy, they just want to play. You can tell they've had a lot of success with that ball this season. They keep trying to play that one little through ball right there on the attacking third, and it's just not there. Colts are doing a nice job of filling those passing lanes.
I think you're seeing both teams starting to settle in a little bit here. They're just not able to connect that third, fourth pass.
I'm impressed with the way Clear Fork is kind of swarming to the ball. Boy, I tell you, that kid is trouble. Nice save.
Good
That's a great save right there. Great save. Is that?
I believe that's going to be another corner kick.
That's Luke Bailey probably just kept the game 1-1. JJ's got to figure out how to finish that. You're one-on-one with the keeper. The thing that right there, no left foot. He tried to put it on his right foot and have that shot. Yep. If he's got a left foot that's in the upper 90 and it's 1-1 and we're celebrating right now. There's a corner kick. Well, he drives that corner kick. He didn't get it up very high, does he?
See, and that's how his first one was, but then he really went deep on his second one.
Man, I think that's a little wasted pass there. I'd love to see him have a shot on goal down there. I think he took one too many passes deep in the attacking third. Here recently, last 10 minutes, Highland's getting their chances. They just can't seem to buy 1-0.
I think we're going to see here, kind of curious, both sides really. I don't think Highlands had a sub at all. Clear Fork, they subbed out the initial 2, I believe the seniors.
Right.
And I don't think they've went but one more deep after that. So not sure how deep they normally go game to game, but that could potentially come into factor here later in the game. Not sure how in shape both teams are.
Nice little run by Aaron Brown. Do you kind of feel, Greg, like they slowed down a little bit? Like some of that nervous energy's out.
Yep.
And now let's play soccer.
Yeah, and I think you're also seeing it with a lot. Instead of the boot ball, they're trying to possess, work through the center. You're seeing both teams. I mean, now we have Stoners over on the right side, so it looks like they've moved kind of some personnel around. Getting him involved on the other side of the field.
Well, he just played a really nice ball on that right side. The way he laid that ball, you could tell he's practiced on turf. Because he had great pace to that ball. They just couldn't get to the other end of it. Here we go. Oh, the freshman trying to make a turn. Great effort, kid. Here we go. Can we get across here?
Great getting around it. Good attempt.
Luke Labaki with the cross there, and it's not such a. Is that a cross or a shot on goal? What are we counting that as?
I'm gonna guess that was intended as a cross,
Okay.
kind of headed towards the goal. So I think depending on
hmm
which way you want to look at it, I think that probably will fall under the shot category.
Very good. All right, so we got Alex Kistler back in the game. So Colts saw what we saw, did a little sub, got some fresh legs up top, but I think it's their defense that's getting the most pressure put on them right now.
I think just both teams right now need to find a way to be able to get numbers around the ball and get more into the attack. Almost halfway through the first half here.
No, Greg, I watch why. Oh, here we go. 15 played a ball in. Yeah, it's just
The idea
not
is there. The idea is there.
It's there, and Alex had a nice run to that ball. It's keeper came out and grabbed it, but it's there. Good stepping to the ball. Well played. Tell you what, would not want to get in a foot race with J.J. Miller. I'll just say that. He can run. They better not. I would not want to play an offside trap against that kid either, because if one ball over, and it's probably bad luck for everybody. Too much, too strong. Be interesting to know if Berlin plays or Highland plays on turf or grass.
I do believe when looking at some recent, they play a Mansfield Christian. It's kind of a Mansfield area team that they're familiar with playing, and then I had seen some pictures. They have a very nice turf facility, very similar to Clear Fork here.
Okay.
So they're used to that turf surface as well.
Nice defense by Jeff Moody there. Did he draw the foul?
Yeah, I'm guessing advantage. Referee here allowed Clear Fork to play. Saw that there wasn't anything that came of it.
Is that our first foul tonight?
I do believe that is the first foul. There's been a couple tough tackles, but that is the first one that has gotten called.
Played it in, and just really nothing there. They just kind of fell into no man's land there. I tell you, when Zach Miller gets the ball for Highland, good things are happening right now. When he gets the ball, he's able to put it into play. Clear Fork did a little swarm. There's a nice give and go. Need to see if you're Clear Fork right now, are you waiting just for halftime right now, or are we still going to attack, or just trying to go into halftime with a 1-0 lead?
Again, from what I've seen so far, they're very organized. They're not trying to force anything. They're letting the game come to them, seeing what exactly happens, and then going from there.
Yeah.
They just haven't been able to connect that final pass, and I mean, it's one of those when kind of talking with the coach before the game, they're in the last game of their 3-game stretch that they kind of had circled on their calendars. They had a tough tie against a Mount Vernon team. Monday, they traveled to Ontario, played in what really was the deciding factor of who's going to come out of the conference championship. Had a tough tie there. Then now they're facing a number 7th ranked team in Division III to kind of cap it all off with. So,
those ranked teams in Division III can be deceiving sometimes. You think, oh, Division I, Division II, they're going to be so much better, but you get some of these schools that, here we go, we're on the attacking third, J.J. Miller on the attack. Turnover. Clear Fork the other direction now, and they clear the ball nicely. I'd rather see them kind of play that out of the back and keep control of that.
Yeah, try to find some feet and build up from there. Now you're just giving it back to the keeper,
right,
and it's going to be right down.
If you're going to kick the ball long, you're going to play a lot of defense, right? Just if you want to kick it over everybody's head every time. JJ's got a speed. He just doesn't quite have the touch to get around those defenders. And
A
again,
little
Clear Fork,
chinky back hill there.
yeah, Clear Fork's just so organized. They're not sending one person at them. They're kind of closing that down. You're getting 2 or 3 defenders at a time.
I think sometimes as the coach, you're kind of instructing your defenders, hey, don't get caught ball watching. And I think the defenders there for Clear Fork are doing an outstanding job of kind of staying home, staying with their mark, and not
Yep.
getting caught watching that ball.
You know, Greg, I've been watching Wyatt Strong out here. Wyatt Strong has played club soccer somewhere. He has got one of the best skill sets of ball handlers that I've seen in a while. I've seen him do, and without really thinking about it, those are the best kind when you don't have to think, you just do it.
Yep.
And he has really got some nice foot skills. Well coached. He's a very well coached young man.
Just look at Clear Fork. Anytime that Highland gets the ball with their back to the goal, they're not giving them any chance to be able to turn and come at them with pace or.
Right.
And they're not fouling. They're not diving, anything along those lines. They're just giving them that pressure to let them know, hey, we're here.
Very disciplined. Is that a good
yes,
word to say
yes,
that?
Yes, that is.
Very disciplined. I'm impressed. When you look at they're scoring 55 goals and you look at the other team, they've only given up 3 goals. You would expect that kind of defense on that end. But right now, if I had to pick a better defense, I would guess Clear Fork's only given up 3 goals the way they're playing.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting if they can keep this energy up for the rest of this half and the whole second half. If they can, they're a tough out. They've just got such a good skill set right now, and they play really well together. It's an unlucky touch out of bounds.
Got about 15 minutes left in the half, and still Highland has not subbed.
Luke Labaki. Luke tried to play the freshman. We got here Connor Hogger. Tried to chip one up to him and let Connor have a go at it. And we're going to have a sub here for Clear Fork. Number 13's coming in the game. Looks like Jackson McLaughlin.
I'll say so. Clear Fork's going a little bit deep there. We had started out with 2 or 3. I think they've went now 4 or 5 deep.
Yeah.
So I think they've hopefully kind of seen Highland's not going very deep. If we can wear them down.
There's a nice cross. Get in front of that.
Should be a corner. Yes.
Did it go out?
Yes, another corner here.
Okay. Let's see if we can put this one online. If Clear Fork can just knock one down there in front of the goal.
According to our statistician here, this is going to be Clear Fork's second. Highlands had 3.
Okay.
So not a lot of corners to start out with here. Kind of some mixed results. It's a little too far on the backside, wasn't it?
We got J.J. Miller coming all the way back to this end, playing some defense there. Can we put it back in the mix?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, try to find feet. I don't think he necessarily meant to do that. It worked out, but
Strong with a nice pass, kept that on the floor.
Good step by Highland.
When you see Strong and Labaki connecting, that's got to be. I'd love to see him put some power behind that. Nice little shot on goal, but he's got to put some oomph behind that one, right? Great. I mean, they work so well together.
He just waits for that defender. Just a simple
He's got
move there.
Really nice foot skills, and just love to see him put some power. Hit that one in that upper 90, kid, not down there to the keeper. But man, did he show off a nice little skill set with some nice skills there.
I think let's keep an eye on that. I mean, you kind of noticed the Highland defender there diving in, probably getting a little fatigued, not getting his.
I don't know how they can't be tired. I don't remember them subbing very often.
Yeah, we're going to get a foul here after the play.
Okay, and do you think that's kind of what's going to start happening? We've had an incredibly clean game up to this point. And now all of a sudden these guys are wearing down, frustrated a little bit. They're down 1-0. Probably didn't expect to give up a goal, and now they're getting tired. And I think we're going to see more fouls in the next 5-6 minutes than we've seen the whole game.
Yeah, we've got a lot of hands on the hips, hands on the knees, and you can tell. Getting tired.
And
see if Clear Fork can take advantage of this.
Just missed pass there. Kind of gave one up on the attacking third. You don't want to see that.
Oh, good rip.
Boy, that's a dangerous ball. My word.
Goalkeeper almost kind of got caught out of position there, was unaware of where he was at.
That's a tough one. Clear Fork looks really comfortable playing the ball out of the back, but it's just one pass at that midfield, and They're gone. Highland is gone, and I still can't believe they haven't subbed in this half. There's Wyatt Strong with a nice flick with the head there. There we go. So Clear Fork's on the attack with their turnover from Highland, taking the ball down the right side. Did you? So that's about a 30-yard sprint that J.J. Miller just cut to catch up, and
he still is going.
Yep, and I got a foul on Clear Fork. I'd like to see that again. I don't know that looked like a foul, but we'll go with the call. But it looked like a 50-50 ball to me at worst. I think the
coaches look pretty relaxed over there.
Yeah,
Somebody needs to buy them a chair.
I guess.
Oh.
Oh no.
Collision with the keeper.
What we got?
They
called him running into the keeper. I never really understand that. They're both going for the ball. Don't they both have right to the ball there?
Yeah, I think, the Highland player attempted, he got a piece of it, flicking it on. I think his body weight kind of carried his momentum through, hit the keeper there, which then disables the keeper. He's not able to then continue from there. So I'm guessing that's what the call was.
Sure. Going to go through the middle here. Highland loves to attack down the middle, but once again, that Clear Fork defense is just going to shut them down.
Who's that? Number 12 continues just to step through everything here, and he's going to come through again.
Chase Wertman.
Okay.
Right now, Chase Wertman is flat out holding that line. Is that a foul on Clear Fork?
Yeah, he kind of came through.
Was that Wertman?
Yeah, kind of jinxed him a little bit there by saying coming through with no foul there, and then.
So is this a shot on goal here from, what is he, 25 yards out? Is this a shot on goal? Or are we gonna? It's direct, right?
Yeah, coming over to get some support. I'm not sure which one's going to be taking it here.
Oh my!
Oh, what a ball!
That is absolutely brilliant. What a great play! How many teams do you actually see do a set play there?
Yep.
Not very many. Most teams are cracking that ball 25 yards out, trying to hope for a goal. Hats off.
And what an impressive through ball, keeping it right on the individual number 6's foot there as he's slotting it through.
That was impressive. That you could tell they worked at that at practice. And I will take back. I know now they have a turf field if they can do that.
Yes.
So it just came down from the box up there. They do have a turf field, so we've confirmed that. So brilliant. Oh, great save.
What a save.
Nice save by the Highland keeper. Who was that on the end of that? Let's see the replay here. What great throw in. Number 7. Number 7, Jacob Miranda. That absolutely was a great header for him.
Short corner here.
And another one. Well, the keeper's holding on. Clear Fork is putting it online now. All of a sudden, just the last couple of minutes, couple plays on goal. Clear Fork's earning his money down, or the keeper's earning his money down in the line now. Nice punt. He punted that ball about 60 yards there in the air.
So just when we were kind of worried, all right, Highland seemed as if they were getting a little fatigued.
Yep.
Clear Fork was kind of on the pressure. Highland gets a good opportunity, and then Clear Fork's right down. This is a great back-and-forth game.
Zach Mullett tried to do just maybe one or two many touches there. There's a great through ball.
Keeper's going to come off his line
there. We go. I tell you, Luke Labaki is playing that ball almost perfect. I like to see the guy that's playing the 9, that's all the way up top there, go find that last defender. Luke's playing a great ball, but he's not on the last defender when Luke plays that ball.
Yeah.
He's back, in my opinion, he's back too far. But it looks like Luke's got great pace on it. Ping pong ball there in the middle of the field.
Yeah, your Clear Fork forwards here need to show back, try to get it at your feet. Look for that overlapping run from your outside mids potentially instead of just looking for that deep ball through.
Right.
Highland with their first sub. 8 minutes to go in the half here. Number 7.
So, Casey Lowe.
Okay.
Casey Lowe's going to take a break. Well-deserved break. Number 7 not going to wait to get in the game long, right?
Takes
the ball, gets a corner out of it. How many corner kicks so far have we seen from?
Clear Fork, Highland, this is their fourth one.
Okay.
So they've had a couple in which they've had a low-driven ball, kind of the near post, and they had the one early on that went back post. So we're going to see kind of consistency here. And there's another. So he's kind of one short, one goes long.
Yep. Oh, they keep the ball in play this time. Clear Fork very patient, building out of the back. No panic there from that defense. Those guys really work well together.
That's where I think there's only two up top. We got to get them that rest of the midfield. Let's get forward. Let's give your teammates some support.
That's a nice ball.
Ball there. Good step.
You know, I'd like to see that Clear Fork. I'd like to see them get a little wider when they're playing it out of the back. I think they're helping that defense by staying closer to the middle of the field. If we could get them on a touchline, boy, the Highland team, when they move the ball well, they look really good. When they get just a few touches out there like that. So there's going to be a goal kick, Clear Fork. We got a substitution. So we got number 11, Connor Hoggers, coming in the game, and he's going to sub out for the first time, Alex Kissler. Actually, not for the first time, but Alex is going to take a break here. Goal kick for about the...
Number 15 in for Clear Fork again here on the left wing.
Boy, you'd like, if he could have got that touch and got a turnaround, I think he would have had a shot on goal. There we are. And, you know, I don't mind that long ball, but he's not playing it to anybody up there. There's nobody on the attacking third on that last defender. And it's not like Highland's playing at midfield. They're back.
They're prepared for it, and they're kind of expecting and almost won it.
Yeah, I would want it too. I mean, all we're going to do, if we kick it long, we're just going to end up on the back. Clear Fork's going to play a lot of defense if they just keep knocking that ball down there. All right, here we go. Was that a foul? We get a foul on Clear Fork?
Yeah.
That's a nice drive.
Goal kick here.
Goal kick for Clear Fork. You know, on that foul, about midfield, but the nice thing you saw Clear Fork's defense do, every player was marked goal side there. Yep. There was nothing easy. That's just great coaching. Great coaching on Clear Fork's side. The kids came out, they marked everybody tight, and there's nowhere to go with that. So the ball just goes out of bounds for a goal kick. Okay.
Good save.
Nice save.
And then just kind of gives it away there. I'm not sure if it... thought maybe it had went off of a Highland defender, but it hadn't. Slide a through ball there to JJ.
You know, they keep trying to play him through one-on-one with the keeper there, and Clear Fork's defense is just bunching up. You know, we talked about this Highland team hasn't subbed. They're in phenomenal shape. Yeah. Let's give them a little bit of credit. These guys aren't, for not subbing at all, one sub the whole time. It's not like they're walking around the field with their hands on their hips. They're playing some soccer right now.
I think that's going to be the key of
there's a nice flick. Great ball.
Cuts back, no one there.
Connor Hogger had a nice play there. Here we go.
There's that through ball they were looking for.
That's it. And ain't nobody going to catch this kid if he can just finish.
Oh, what a save again.
Hats off to the keeper. That's Luke Bailey. He's a senior this year. Is that the coach's kid possibly? But I'm going to tell you right now, flat out save one-on-one with the keeper. If you're with Highland right now, you got to say, JJ, that's why you make the big bucks, kid. You got to finish.
Just got to slot it home.
You got to figure out how to finish. That's two.
Yep.
Two.
I think against a team like this in Clear Fork and that defense, those opportunities may be few and far between. You've got to make the most of those chances.
What do we got here? Oh, he called a foul. Okay. So we're about 30 yards out here. This is one, we'll see if they try to run that play again?
You think Clear Fork's going to be a little more prepared for this?
If not, they deserve it, right? I think they just put this one online maybe here. They can fool them once, but
I mean, this is one of those to where you find Beachy on the back post. Just needs to be a little bit more in the air.
Yeah, he didn't put it online. He actually tried to find him on the end.
Keeper brings it back into the box.
Got about
there.
2 minutes left to go here in the half, and still one sub for Highland. And they've had their chances. I'll just say that. Clear Fork's defense, as good as they've been, Highland has had their chances. And not only have they had their chances several times, it's just been the tip of a toe that's kept the ball from being one-on-one with the keeper.
Yep, early on they had the one that went off the crossbar to where they've been close. I think, overall though, I'd probably it's a slim nod, but I mean I would give the time of possession to Clear Fork, thus far in the first half. Just because I think every time Highlands tried to put something together, they've been giving it right back.
Okay. I don't know. That's pretty optimistic taking a shot from out there. But, I'd like to see Clear Fork move all the balls in the air there. Maybe if we get a couple of guys attacking the goal while it's in the air. Yeah. Aaron took that ball on the side over here, and the way that he turned, is they going to give a corner kick here?
No, we got to throw in.
But the way Aaron turned, he turned back into the defense. I'd like to see him take that ball, maybe even make a juke or something, and turn away from the defense, I think. And there's a lot of open space there.
We thought, all right, that isn't a corner, but again, like we talked, when you have an arm like that is pretty much a corner, and he's going to let it go out of bounds. And again, try it here. Trying to catch him a little off guard there.
I mean, it's the way Zeth Stoner throws that ball in, it might as well be a corner kick. There's a nice header back into play. Now I do think Highland's just kind of hoping to get into half here.
Yeah.
They kind of don't look like they're on the attack as much. 40 minutes of all in, and they have been all in for the most part. Refs have done a nice job. We don't say that enough, but both these officials have done a really nice job here. So we're going to go into the half with Clear Fork Colts 1-0 on the Highland team. You're watching high school soccer live and free on the OH Report.
We are uniting Park National's family banks under one name to serve you more.
This bank's about service to the community. I mean, your customers become your family, and by and large, you become their family.
Customers do come in and they do feel like they're a part of our family, and they feel like they know us and we know them and we care.
Park National, our family of banks, all together now.
Subscribe or be subscribed.
We are uniting Park National's family banks under one name to serve you more.
This bank's about service to the community. I mean, your customers become your family, and by and large, you become their family.
Customers do come in and they do feel like they're a part of our family, and they feel like they know us and we know them and we care.
Park National, our family of banks, all together now.
All right, hey, Greg, let's take a second and look at some of the stats from the first half of this game.
Yeah, so overall, a very balanced kind of attack on both sides of things here. Clear Fork with 4 shots on goal, 4 big saves by the Highland goalkeeper, which we kind of were expecting heading in, only giving up 3 goals on the year. Clear Fork with only 2 corner kicks, but again, we saw probably 3 or 4 throw-ins there by Seth Stoner, which if we could, we'd count those as some corner kicks as well.
Yeah.
On Highland side, not necessarily a lot of shots on goal, but 2 of those with JJ, toe-poking saves by the Clear Fork keeper that could have gone either way. This game could very easily be a 2-1 game. So again, some big saves by the Clear Fork goalkeeper, and then 4 corner kicks by Highland. I would say, a couple again, some short, kind of out of play there, and then a couple that went relatively deep, but nothing really too threatening on that side. But overall, I'd say a pretty balanced game so far.
No yellow, no red.
Yep.
Clean. I'm impressed with both teams. They're playing physical. They're getting after it.
Yep.
But there's a lot of sportsmanship.
Yep.
They respect each other. You can tell that. Both teams really well coached. Play hard, don't play dirty. Love to see that on the field. Still a great night. It's a little darker down here right now. The lights are on. I'm impressed with the field. First time I've actually been up here in the booth at this field. It's got to be one of the top 5 venues in Richland County. Yep. I'm going to go on record right now saying that.
Yep. And I think we got to give a quick shout out to Chris Laux, putting together for the facility like this. He's done a phenomenal job, not for Clear Fork sports only here, but even being our district president within the North Central Ohio area. He's done an outstanding job.
All right, we're going to take one more break. We're watching high school soccer live and free from the OH report.
We are uniting Park National's family banks under one name to serve you more.
This bank's about service to the community. I mean, your customers become your family, and by and large, you become their family.
Customers do come in and they do feel like they're a part of our family, and they feel like they know us and we know them and we care.
Park National, our family of banks, all together now.
Subscribe or be subscribed.
To Colt Corral, we're underway in the second half. Switch ends, got Clear Fork on your dial there, moving left to right now, and Highland's going to move right to left. So right now we're on the attacking third. Clear Fork seemed to push the ball down with a throw in from Highland. Kind of what we're seeing now down here in the valley is there's a mist or some fog moving in down here. So, Greg, is that going to affect at all how the teams play from here on out with kind of that? It looks like it's wet a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think that'd be kind of curious. I'm not sure how much it's going to affect, like a Seth Stoner on his throw-ins. Obviously, on turf, it's a little different than on grass. So you're not necessarily going to see that dampness on grass, and you're going to see some skips, which can be a challenge for some goalkeepers. So I'm kind of curious to see how that's going to pan out here. But you got the true definition of the valley down here. Got the fog
Absolutely.
rolling in.
Got our first throw-in coming in here from Highland. Casey Lowe's going to throw one in right in front of the box. Got a flick, almost a shot on goal there.
Corner kick here for Highland to start out with.
It's a good way to start out the second half for these guys.
And I think, we've been talking about Clear Fork and their. Oh, that wasn't a corner.
No, they give him a goal kick. I thought that was a corner as
well. I thought Beachy played it off a defender there, and that should have been one, but goalkeeper had a better view over here. So
short corner here or a goal kick. They're going to build from the back. Clear Fork does a really good job of building from that defense. Very comfortable with the ball at their feet. Those young men just really, they don't panic. And really nice job here.
Yeah, I think we're going to see. Oh, wow.
Tell you what, let's see that again. Seth Stoner down on the attacking third puts one. And just being defended heavily there. Just one more little touch, and the keeper comes out and grabs that. But good play by Seth.
Kind of sat down on that one. That was fortunate to not be a Meg for.
That's a good attack. That might be the best opportunity they've had definitely this half. But other than J.J. Miller, that's the best opportunity they've had to score other than when he has the ball at his feet.
Yeah, I think, halftime down in that Clear Fork huddle, and I'd really probably say both. I'm sure both coaches are kind of a little unhappy with the sloppy play in the first half. Not probably perfect like they're going to want it. Still had some opportunities, so I'm sure both coaches were kind of saying, hey, settle down, play our game. Let's move the ball around, use the nice surface to our advantage, and kind of be able to conserve a little bit of energy. Playing a long ball and having to chase after, it's going to wear him down here after a little bit.
Sure.
That nice long ball down there.
Caleb Beachy playing one through. He's on the left side over here, and I've saw him cross that ball. I've seen him cross that ball more times than not, but that one he played flat down the line. Makes me wonder if they're starting to make some halftime adjustments here. And guys, we're going to fix that score on our board. I know it's showing Highland 1 and Clear Fork 0, but it wasn't it's a mistake on our part right now. We're going to fix and make Highland 1 or 0 and Clear Fork 1. So don't panic on us. They didn't change the score at halftime. Clear Fork still has the lead. Nice little battle at midfield there. Labaki getting in the mix. Very good.
Little sliding on turf. I don't think I would want to be doing that too frequently or often.
Tell you what, what we talked about, you're starting to see a lot of it right now.
Looks like Stoner could potentially be down there. Looks like he kind of went down and either got kicked potentially or hyperextended his elbow there. Looks like he's in a lot of pain there. Maybe it's just a kind of, what do they call that? The funny bone. Hit the back of his elbow.
Well, they say the golden soccer injuries are the ones above the waist, right? The ones that you can keep playing. Yeah, good for him. Looks like he's going to be okay. Shake it off. Big kid. He's an integral part of Clear Fork. That's one player on this team you don't want to see him out of the game long.
Well, just even the key there with hurting an arm there, with that long throw, corner kick kind of approach. Will that kind of take into play? But luckily, it looks like he's kind of shaking it out, so I'm hoping that'll just be a simple kind of funny bone there.
Both teams starting a little rusty here in the second half. It seemed like the start of the game they were so much more sharp.
What do we got? Highlands kind of switched to a little more of what looks like a 4-3-3. Clear Fork kind of sticking with what they did in the first half, so not changing a lot.
Here we go, attacking third. We put a ball crossed.
Ooh.
Oh, great opportunity there. I tell you what, Wyatt Strong can flat out get down the field there, cross that ball, and we just couldn't get anybody on the left side. But he was come running hard there. Well played by him.
I think, he played that with some good pace, really. If a Clear Fork player could have got any body part on it, would have been able to potentially just knock it in the goal from there. But, yeah, a really, really good rip across the front of the goal there.
All right, here we go. We're going to have a throw-in. It'll be a throw-in Highland. About midfield. Ball seems to be playing in the middle of the field a lot more than it was in the first half. We were up and down the field a lot quicker. You think some of that's the adjustments?
Yeah, I mean, I would say, again, hopefully in both teams' huddles, they kind of were playing it right over top of the midfield on both sides of things, just trying to get it directly to a forward.
We're going to have our first foul. Brady Warner's going to have a foul, and it's going to be a direct kick for Highland.
Good ball.
He played it in there perfect with a header on the far end, but unfortunately right into the keeper's hands.
See Clear Fork countering here. A miscommunication there, which hasn't been.
Well, the foul's going to be on Highland there in the middle of the field. He's going to have to be careful of that, keep that hand down. He gets that much higher, and we might see some yellow come out. That's one that if you're a Clear Fork player and you fall down and start covering your face and lay there for a second, you might get some love out of that one. Here's what I see, Greg, and you tell me what your thoughts are on this, but I see Highland get the ball into the midfield regularly, and they're doing a nice job doing that. However, when they get there, they're not building up enough from the back. Their defenders are staying deep, and then there's nobody else there. They're attacking with one or two guys, and they're trying to constantly look for that through ball, where if they could have that middle of the field 4 or 5 position, push up a little bit, play a ball back, and then maybe play a through ball, maybe a little bit more success.
Yeah, and that's potentially kind of their game plan of what they kind of like to go through.
Yeah, there's a foul. That's going to be dangerous ball, 20 yards out. They're going to call that foul right. That's going to be on Wyatt Strong. He kind of took him down from the back, and Wyatt looked at the ref, and I'm not sure what he's questioning there. That's going to be a foul.
We haven't really seen Highland on these free kicks close to goal kind of let it rip.
I think he's got to rip this one.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, that I think we're going to see that first shot on goal here. Saved by the keeper and a rebound.
Knocked off the first one, then the rebound, and Zach Mullet. Zach Mullet puts it in and draws 1-1. Let's see that again. So he puts it right in the middle.
There's kind of a free kick early on, but
we'll get a replay on that soon enough. But that was a rebound, and then he put it right in. The boy, if you're a keeper, I'd like to see that one again.
I'm sure if he wants to take that one back a little bit, laying it out to give others, can you bring that in and be able to control it and hold on to it?
Sure.
But like we said, hey, fog rolling in, some dampness potentially. We were curious of how that was going to come into play, and who knows, potentially some wet gloves. That was a factor.
Yeah. I tell you, Greg, this is a really dangerous time for Clear Fork right now. That they're going to want to get that goal back quick, and if they're not careful, we've seen JJ on the outside.
Yep.
Absolutely, if they can get a through ball and Clear Fork pushes up too far, trying to get selfish here a little bit, that's going to be a problem. Because I don't know that there's anyone in the area that could keep up with 21 right now. He's one of the fastest kids I've seen play soccer.
You kind of saw a little bit of a second wind in Highland there. Potentially some momentum starting to shift a little bit.
There it is, and he's off. Let's see if he can put one in.
What a recovery there by number 12.
Oh, well, that was amazing defense right there. You saw Chase Wortman get up there and actually keep up with him a little bit. And, again, JJ gets through there. He just doesn't have that attacking third defense. Like, you got to finish that. He
Should have
finishes.
been a one-time as soon as you got to the ball, just trying to finish it right from there. 1-2 more touches allowed.
Yep. He did
Allowed
get a
the
corner out of
defender.
it. Straight in.
And there's probably one of the best corners that we've seen.
And that made it all the way through. And he puts it right back in the mix. Okay. Take a goal kick down here. Boy, if they don't end up on the winning end of this, Highland's going to kick themselves at the end of this. How many opportunities have they had in front of the box and not been able to finish?
Now we're going to see Seth Stoner back in the game for Clear Fork. Kind of a key part to their attacking third here, so let's see if he can make a difference now back
There's
in the
a great
game.
ball. No. Boy, I'm going to tell you, if I'm in the stands and I'm a Clear Fork fan right now, I may not be happy about that call. That was one that I'm, what is he, 5 feet away from it, and I'm 100 yards away from it, and I'm trying to tell him he's not off. All right, fair enough. I'll be quiet now.
You might have a biased opinion there, wanting to see a little bit of a through ball and see what happens there. But if that had to have been very close. Need some goal line footage along the.
Clear Fork controls that ball. That was just kind of a wasted ball by Highland there. Just knocked it long. Clear Fork defense puts it on the floor and just starts kicking it around here. Got JJ on the outside here. Let's see if he can.
A little bit of a bad touch there.
Greg, he struggles with the touch. He doesn't have the best first touch, does he?
Hey, all you need is that touch to get by someone. Use your speed and kind of see what happens from there. I think his feet just got kind of tangled up there.
Mm-hmm. See if we can get a push here. Clear Fork's attacking. Just a little much.
And Highland really here, they're keeping possession out of the back. Kind of what we had talked in the first half, what they were kind of struggling with both sides really, and they're doing a much better job here second half.
The referee did a great job right there. Did you see what he did? He waited. There was a foul down here. He waited to see if they got possession. Once he knew they didn't get possession, then he called the foul. So many officials call that the wrong way. He did a really nice job with that call.
Looks like we might have our first throw in here for Seth Stoner after the kind of elbow.
This will be interesting.
See what he's able to do here.
I didn't really tell us much there, did he? He threw that one about 3 feet. So still not sure whether he can throw the ball in like he was in the first half.
Yeah.
Here it is. And, boy, you could see that coming from a mile away. One-on-one with the keeper, JJ. And if he figures it out, they're in trouble. I'll just say it that way.
Yes.
If he figures out how to go straight to the goal, Clear Fork is in trouble.
I think he looked over there to the bench. I think the coaches were even kind of saying, what are you looking for a pass for instead of, going ahead and taking it 1v1 with the keeper there. Be a little selfish.
Yeah.
Slot it home.
He's saying, Coach, I'm doing all I can. I'm getting the shot. The coach is saying, just finish. Just finish. I've really been impressed how patient Clear Fork is. No rush, no panic. They work the ball around really well.
Switch the field here.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Clear Fork's a part of the MOAC as well. And Coach Gailey was actually Coach of the Year in the MOAC in 2018 and 2019. And you're starting to see some of that pay off.
Yeah.
Got a few 8 seniors on the field.
I want to say last year I think they've almost doubled their wins each of the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And that was kind of the tip of the cap from the coaches there within the MOAC. Even though Ontario's won it, those 2 years you would think Coach McLenathan there at Ontario would kind of get the nod, but other coaches respecting of what he's done at Clear Fork and kind of rebuilding the program to what they were. I'd say back in back in the day, we're probably 2007, 2008 when I was in high school, they had some some pretty impressive players like a Thad Snell, Ryan Jung. I mean, they were the cream of the crop back then, and I think they've kind of 04.
04 is the last time they've started like this was 2004. So
Okay.
pretty good stuff. And 2014 is the last time that they actually won a conference.
Okay.
So it's been a minute, right?
Yep. And when they were in that OCC, that's a much tougher conference with the likes of Madison, Lexington, Ashland, Worcester.
Tell you what, I think this year they wouldn't mind playing a lot of those teams. Do really well against some of those teams this year.
Yes.
All right, here we go. We're on the attacking third. Oh, that's got to be. No. Oh,
it was inside the box.
Foul. There's a foul in the box. Now, who's coach going to – all right, you're coach right now.
Yep.
Do you let the kid that got fouled take the shot? There's a replay.
There. Yep. Clear. That is obvious.
Is that a red card? I mean, do you get a card for that?
I think almost feet kind of got tangled up there. I don't necessarily say if there was anything.
I tell you, if you're clear for it right now, you don't care anyway. You get a free shot. That's right.
Yep. Yeah, so I mean, I think here, normally you're going to have as a coach, who you're going to go to there, who has the confidence, who has kind of the nerves of steel.
He's letting Luke Labaki take this. Can he?
Oh, what a save by the keeper.
Me. Oh, my goodness. Give that kid a gold star. This kid gets a – let's see this replay. This is pretty amazing. You're not going to see this happen very often. Luke Labaki takes this kick, and he hits it hard. It's a nice shot. Stop. And then he hits it again 2 times in a row into the keeper's chest, and that keeper just saved the game for his team, I guarantee you.
And I think, the key for fans out there, for kind of curious, hey, he played the ball. How's he able to go and be able to, collect that rebound and get another shot? And I think that's the difference. If that ball hits the post or the crossbar, then that same player that took that PK can't touch it. So, I think that's a good, soccer play by Labaki, even though he did miss that initial shot, following it up and attempting to try and put it on there.
He had his wits about him. He didn't just stand there. I've seen a lot of players take that shot, get it blocked, and then just put their hands over their head and walk the other way, and the ball bounces right back to him. So he didn't make the shot, but give him some credit. He was smart enough to keep up to it. He's going to call a high kick here.
So we're going to see here. I mean, that's a couple opportunities now for both sides early on in the second half here, in which they probably would want to have back. But there's been a lot more action here to start out the second half so far. So excited to see what the rest of this night plays out. It's interesting
he put that in the mix like that. That was an indirect kick. I wonder if he knows that was indirect. The ref called that indirect, and he put that right on target.
I think he was hoping for a player to kind of flick it on and goal from there and get that touch that he was looking for.
Okay. Both of these teams are probably on the bus ride. They're saying, we could have won that game. I mean,
well, hopefully Clear Fork's not taking that bus ride home.
Yeah, that's fair.
They're taking that, jumping in the car, and they're going home.
Yeah, that's true.
See a little golf cart down there. They might get the golf cart ride home.
That's it. No bus ride for Clear Fork. That's, about 45 minutes away, or probably an hour bus ride.
Man, look at that golf cart.
That's pimped
Jamison's got down there.
That
looks like a Batmobile, but with green.
I like it.
I'm
Solid.
impressed.
Look at this. Somebody just
Riding
hanging out with
style.
the mask on. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Even those wheels on there, pretty. How about the camera work down there? Nick Jacobs and Mason Neese with amazing camera work, guys. Tip of the hat to our cameramen this evening for doing a great job on the OH report, live and free. Greg, the run that number one just made there, he made it really not a lot of hope of crossing it. He's just kind of
corner kick here by Highland.
How much does that wear a player out? That's a big run.
Yep, and it's one of those to where hopefully he's probably going to go in the center here, kind of relax a little bit. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you make that run kind of repeatedly. It looked like he just kind of gave a little wave over to the coach, needing a sub there. So.
Well, he may not get one based on what we're seeing so far.
Yeah, Highland just had the first. I believe that's the first sub outside of Clear Fork getting Stoner out and back in. Both teams have only really went one deep here to start with.
Looking across at the bench for Highland, they don't have too many players here.
Yeah.
It's not like a normal where you see 20 players from a travel team. There's not a ton of kids here. Oh, there's a nice shot on goal. Just a little high there, but I couldn't get a number there.
And I think that's where, kind of like we said, you're going back to a school like Highland. They're Division III, and the number of players that they have to choose from in their program. That's a little bit higher of a number than when you get to a Clear Fork, and then kind of goes to a Division I, then is even more from there. So
he's off. Was he offsides? Oh, he knew he was too. So JJ was offsides that time. Did you see him pull up?
Yeah, the referee, though, he was kind of letting it play, so I would have been kind of curious to see if he ended up calling that once then the goalkeeper kind of touched the ball, or if potentially he felt that they weren't offsides. I see a foul here.
Yeah, that's going to be a foul. So, you know what? That's deep in the attacking third. If you're going to foul somebody, probably not the worst place to do it, right?
Yeah, it looked like that would have been going out for a goal kick anyways, so. Neither team really here has adjusted. We were kind of curious if Clear Fork would kind of start to toss some numbers forward, see if they wanted to get a goal back. Even though Highland lift up his foot there a little bit on that throw in. Whether Highland would try to.
I tell you, is that going to be a corner? Yeah, here we go. Let's have a corner kick.
Okay.
He's going to set this corner up. Clear Fork starts these corner kicks way outside the 18 and then just kind of swings everybody in all of a sudden. Let's just see where we're at here. Nice corner.
Wow.
Oh, my soul.
Labaki with a great ball.
Labaki, if he can't dunk a basketball, I'd be surprised because he was up there. He's got some hops for sure.
That's Clear Fork's first corner kick of the half here.
Did you see this
little slip?
Yeah, that's what we talked about. This surface is slippery. 12 showing off some speed there. He's getting after it a little bit. I'll tell you, this is the first full game of Clear Fork I've watched this year. I'm impressed.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice team, quality team this year. And we're not going to see Highland probably again between the two of us, right?
Yep.
Who knows? But they seem like a high quality Division III. We don't get to see a lot of D3 schools other than Mansfield Christian, who's kind of having a down year.
Yep. Yeah, I was going to say, I think in that area down there, you have a Worthington Christian potentially coming out of the Columbus area that could be a little bit difficult, but year after year, Highland seems to always be there, and yeah, I would as well, just as you stated, Clear Fork, you kind of look at their record. Some individuals could say, hey, opponent's record, they kind of play a little bit easier of a schedule, and they've proved in these last 7 days that they're a team to be kind of reckoned with, and they've produced some results. May not be some wins up to this point, but looking to hopefully bring that home tonight.
Well, talking with their coaches before the game, that tie with Ontario, he said it kind of felt like a win.
Yeah. Yep. When they were down 2-0.
Yeah.
To go and draw a PK.
Yep.
Get a PK, and then less than a minute later, get another goal, and boom, you went from 2 down to now a tie ball game on Ontario's home field. Yeah. Ontario's won it outright for the last 3-4 years since we've been in the conference.
Yeah.
So that's just another huge step now that to at least most likely share. Unless something drastic happens here in the final couple conference games. But
yeah, I don't see that happening.
No, I do not.
Not in the conference.
No.
So, but what's the most dangerous score in soccer? 2-0, right?
2-0.
You always hear 2-0 proven again. Oh. I watch a lot of high school boys soccer, and neither one of these teams, I see a lot of teams, especially down the road here in Lexington, one of the best teams in the state.
Yep.
You see those guys cracking the ball from 25, 30 yards out, and they're putting it online, hard online.
Yep.
You don't see either one of these teams taking those kind of shots right now.
It was funny that you had said that. I was just kind of looking at Clear Fork's schedule to see when they play the likes of like a Lexington or an Ashland. And believe it or not, they've got the last 2 games of their season are traveling to play Lexington. And actually, they get them both at home, so that should be a little bit of an advantage for both of them. But 2 of the other top teams in the area, and they get to kind of prepare themselves to return to play a little early.
If I'm not at a soccer game, I might have to get the old press pass out and come down and watch one of those games. See where it goes. I like watching Lexington play soccer right now. They move the ball really, really well.
I was really impressed with their game against Bay the other night. I had to pay for the pay-per-view there and turn that on. Was kind of excited of what I had seen from Bay heading into it, and I thought Lexington just did an outstanding job.
Yep.
Yes, it was a loss there, but 2-0 is much improved from that 8-0 regular season loss they had last year. So
the way they're playing, they might end up seeing each other again this year.
Yes.
Right down the road tonight, the girls are actually playing. The Madison girls are playing Lexington girls tonight.
Okay.
So that's looks like Madison's got a 3-0 lead. Clear Fork's got the ball in the attacking third, and we're doing a pretty good job of attacking the ball, but not a lot of quality shots on goal. We're getting it down there, but just that final third, that final put it in the net, kind of struggling that part. Oh,
is that a handball?
No, it looked like he got tripped, but no call. Oh,
after some excitement there, we had both teams with quite the opportunities, and now we've got 14 minutes to play. A couple subs here.
Hogger's coming on, and for a freshman, he plays a lot of soccer for this team. For one of the best teams in the area, Hogger as a freshman is actually playing a ton of soccer tonight. Nice player too. Nice player.
Well, so there, Seth Stoner kind of showed us that he still has the ability for a long throw.
Yes, he does.
Oh.
We'll tell you what. Let's see that one again. What a throw in.
See, and that's the thing. You play that with that much pace. It's just all you have to do as an attacking player for Clear Fork is just redirect it a little bit into one of the corners. You've already got enough pace.
Wyatt Strong just knocked that, and great direction. Finished it with his head down, but just a little wide. Good building from the back. Clear Fork did a nice job building from the back that time. Got a lot of numbers up. And then just a little turnover there at the end. Maybe some slippery surface. The 4 they play on defense, do you kind of see it morphing to where it almost looks like they play a sweeper at times?
Yeah, so they kind of play very similar to what we like to attempt to play, that borderline flat back 4. So you're always looking for whichever center defender is kind of not attacking the ball or on that ball side. They want to be kind of bumped back and be able to kind of go and support wherever they need to. So
here we go. Highland's on the attacking third, and there comes JJ, and they've kind of figured that out. Clear Fork, to their credit, had a halftime adjustment.
Yep.
He got one early in the first half.
Yep.
You could hear the coaches barking a little on the sideline, and they're playing that guy a little deeper, and he's not getting the same opportunities. He's not surprising anybody in this half. So let's put it that way.
And you kind of take a peek at him right now. He's got hands on his knees. JJ does, to where it's again the only subbing one for Highland. We asked, when is that going to play a factor? And
right now,
no matter how.
Factor. Luke Labaki with a great ball. Nice ball. On the other end of that, you had Wyatt Strong, and that's a great combination for Lucas. I'm sorry, for the Colts. The 2 of those guys, when they can hook up, they're going to do some damage. We're going to take a commercial break here, pay some bills, and keep watching some soccer. So we'll do a little split screen for you guys.
We are uniting Park National's family banks under one name to serve you more.
This bank's about service to the community. I mean, your customers become your family, and by and large, you become their family.
Customers do come in and they do feel like they're a part of our family, and they feel like they know us and we know them and we care.
Park National, our family of banks, all together now.
Subscribe or be subscribed.
Ball's pretty much been in the middle of the field while we were at commercial break here. Clear Fork did have one nice little run to the attacking third. But we've just kind of seen both teams just kind of go toe-to-toe here in the middle of the field. So you almost get the feeling right now, Greg, that the next score might be the winning score.
Yeah, and it's hopefully, we see a little bit of action here kind of pick up like we saw early on in the half, but it's almost, both teams, are they content? Are they fine and want to settle with a tie here? Or is either team going to kind of, as my college coach used to like to say, we're going to toss in the kitchen sink here and see what kind of happens, or but you run the risk of potentially giving up a goal in that time frame. So
who feels better about a tie here, the D3 school or the?
I would honestly say a Highland probably feels good going on the road at a Division II program who hasn't lost thus far.
Here we go. They're in the attacking third. Clear Fork defense. Oh, my. I tell you, Clear Fork recovered really well. But Highland did something different there. They attacked with two players.
Yep.
They had two guys up top, not just JJ by himself that time. Number 7, what is Caden Howell was up there with JJ that time too, so a little different look for them.
There we go, a little give and go action here. See, should have slotted that a little bit more at his feet.
Foul on Clear Fork. They're going to turn that around the other way. Just look, it got a little dangerous there. Again, it's one of those fouls that you're 100 yards away, so you got to try and make something happen. That's not the worst foul.
Yeah, I think he's kind of asking JJ on the next one, hey, slot that ball a little more to my feet, not lead it into space as much as they are.
Yep.
If that's at his feet, he's able to then potentially turn the corner.
Here we go.
Fork just isn't able to slot that through ball.
I'll tell you, Wyatt has got a great skill set. I almost wonder if he just took a couple more touches, could he just drive one in? Just see what happens. I'd love to see Wyatt Strong take a touch and just put one on line from out there one time.
Looks like Highland's going to make a couple changes here. They're going to move JJ over here to the left side.
Well, pick me up off the floor. I think they just subbed two players at the same time.
That was just the one going over to the other side, switching with JJ.
Okay, then it was one player off the field there. Unlucky there. Trying to
we
keep
just
the
got
ball
word in over at Madison. It looks like now Madison's opened things up a little bit against Lexington in the girls soccer match for the night. They're up 5-1 over Lexington. So it was close early on, but looks like Madison's kind of shaking off the rust there at halftime and opened things back up even.
If you're Lexington, you may not even feel horrible about that. Hey, we went toe-to-toe a little bit.
Yeah, only down 1-0 at halftime there.
Right. So they're going to put JJ over here on this left-hand side. And maybe you think maybe it's so that if he cuts the ball back, it's on his right foot.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if they're thinking, hey, defensive-wise of what Clear Fork has to offer, maybe a little more speed on the other side, so they move him over here.
Yeah.
Not really sure the thought process there.
I don't really like what Clear Fork's doing on defense right now. You know, they are successful when they put the ball on the floor and make several passes to work it out of the back. And right now they're just kicking the ball long, and they're going to end up playing a lot of defense, and it's not putting them in a great spot.
That was a pretty good rip there.
Yeah.
Looks like we're going to have a corner kick here for Highland. So we're down to about 5 minutes left in the game. So everybody, crowd's getting a little more antsy.
Yeah, this is a big deal right here.
These opportunities.
Yep. They're going to let Colin Lowe take this corner kick, and he just drives it in there. It's a nice corner. Oh, nobody can get on the end of it.
It's the 4th corner kick this half for Highland. They're 8th for the game.
I love the idea of Luke Labaki sticking his nose in there. Luke plays up top a lot, but he's back on a corner kick trying to help his team out. Let's clear that ball.
With the size of someone like himself and Seth Stoner, that's probably what kind of the expectation is. Another corner kick here. And that's the thing. Highland, they get the ball down to the end line. They give themselves an opportunity of, hey, unless you're going to kind of deflect it out of bounds, we have a chance at that ball coming across the front of the goal. But they do a great job of getting it down the end line and attempting to get the ball across.
He does not let that ball in the air very long, does he?
So that's probably one of those I would say, hey, I want that one back. I want to get up with numbers. He's kind of looking back. He was playing a ball into 1v3, potentially, instead of just dribbling and making that defender commit.
It's a nice little turn.
Now he's got some numbers here. Let's see what he can do.
Seth turns on the burners. It's a good cross. And nice save by the keeper. That keeper is earning his pay tonight. Wow, here comes the play.
Look at that deflection.
All out. That is definitely a top 10 moment right there. That's going to make Sports Center. Out of
I'm not
play.
sure if that ball had enough spin on it that was even going to stay in the goal, even if he hadn't blocked it.
Did he call a foul there or a throw-in? He called a foul over there on the side.
Really?
Yeah, I think it looked like the two just had some contact, but I guess he had seen enough of it. Nice flick.
Ooh, a little shove in the back there.
Yeah, things are getting a little chippy now.
I think that's 2 or 3 now on number 5 there for Highland. Kind of surprised here he's not getting a conversation potentially. Settle down.
Couple minutes left. They're thinking just buy some time here, but let's see if we can. Here we go. Boy.
Clearance by Highland here.
Oh no. Hit.
Clear Fork player gets a little clearance to the face there.
Phew. Is he okay? That ball hit him right between the eyes.
Okay, we got 2 minutes to play here in the game.
2 minutes. Tell you what, Clear Fork has got all the momentum right now. They're just there. Here we go. This is what Clear Fork does
a little bit.
There you go. Nice move. Clear Fork does so well building out of the back.
That's where, hey.
Oh, man, I'd love to see him put that in the air.
I'm guessing just potentially not as confident with his left foot than he is with his right, because, he had some space that's, hey,
that's right.
Take it in there and rip a shot. 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. See what happens.
Here we come.
We had the center back kind of saying, hey, senior night, I want to go up and then get a goal here. Let's end this on a good note.
Clear Fork's got their whole defense on this end of the field right now. little dangerous because if 21 gets one breakaway, he's 5-10 yards faster than anybody else on the field. So we're in this.
Big switch
There
is
it
going to be
is.
offsides.
Oh, you know what?
He started, and instead of kind of coming over that defender from over the top, he was kind of tucked in behind there.
He's got to make a diagonal run there, not a straight run, right?
Down to about 30 seconds here.
Kind of an all-in. That's ball game. That's amazing to me that that ball rolled 40 yards, stayed in play. That's it.
That's the ball game.
That's going to be ball game 1-1. And, you know, the question I ask you, like, who has the advantage? Looking at the way Clear Fork's walking off the field versus how Highland's walking off the field right now, I'm going to say Clear Fork's feeling like they should have won this game.
Yep. I think kind of like we talked, senior night.
Yep.
Wanting to come out with a victory. Didn't quite get it there, but I think overall, very evenly matched game for both sides.
Yeah. I'm absolutely impressed with Clear Fork. Tell you what, let's take a break and we'll come back and get some stats and statistics with you guys. You are watching live and free the OH Report.
We are uniting Park National's family banks under one name to serve you more.
This bank's about service to the community. I mean, your customers become your family, and by and large, you become their family.
Customers do come in and they do feel like they're a part of our family, and they feel like they know us and we know them and we care.
Park National, our family of banks, all together now.
Subscribe or be subscribed.
Welcome back to the Colt Corral, where we just finished our match here. What a great match. We had Division III state-ranked Highland versus a really, really good Division II right now Clear Fork team. I was impressed overall with both teams. Let's take a look at some of our final stats here, Greg.
Yeah, so when kind of looking at it, again, we would say total opportunities here. Clear Fork, a total of 8 shots on goal. Had 2 saves. A couple of those, were some really key, toe-saving opportunities that JJ had for Highland. So Clear Fork coming up key there. Run of play kind of goes in an advantage of Highland with a total of 9 corner kicks compared to the 3 for Clear Fork. But again, thinking of the long throws that come into play, it's probably an even match there. Like we discussed, a even clean game, no yellow cards, no red cards, and ends in a 1-1 tie. I think when we were kind of talking, hey, man of the match, and I would say we'd probably give them both to the keepers on both sides.
I definitely agree with that.
Both had some huge saves. Both played really big in the box. When you think through even Highlands there, making a big PK save and then a rebound save. I would say, man of the match goes to both goalkeepers this evening.
I'd say Luke Bailey had a nice game tonight. He's back there directing that defense. I think sometimes we don't give the keepers enough credit. We talked a lot about the defense, how connected they were, how well they moved together. Well, that's the voice behind them. He can see the whole field. Sometimes those offensive players kind of cheat and get behind you a little bit, and I can see and hear him back there directing traffic. So I like the idea of what Luke did tonight and kept his team just enough to get a 1-1 tie. That's a good tie. So that's the second tie in a row for the Colts. Is that what we're saying?
That is a third straight. They tied Mount Vernon, tied Ontario, and then now finish with Highland. So kind of like you discussed, it looked like Clear Fork a little frustrated. Potentially coming out of some of these games where they were hoping for maybe a couple wins, but still a tie is not a loss. So so hopefully they can kind of build from that and then kind of still they're undefeated. I mean, now they're 7-0-3. Highland now jumps to 5-1-1. So still some really good results to start out the year, and like we discussed, I think now Clear Fork transitions their focus a little bit more to balance of the year, getting ready for that Lexington, getting ready for that Ashland game, and preparing themselves for a tournament, because that Division II with Lexington, with Ontario, they're going to see some teams later in the year, hopefully, in which they saw here early on. So
does Highland lose anything being ranked in state and tying a team like Clear Fork? Do they drop at all? Or?
I think, again, as a Division III team going on the road to a Division II undefeated team's place, and getting a tie, you potentially even say that helps them, depending on some competition that other Division III teams in the top 10 of what they have. So overall, both teams have to be happy heading out of here. No injuries. So we'll see.
Greg, I want to tell you thank you. Thanks for being a part of the program tonight. I'm Ken Spencer. That's Greg Atkinson. And live from the Colt Corral, you are watching live and free from the Ohio Report High School Soccer. We'll see you next time.